Hi, I'm Dr. Lynn Kuo, and the next extended violin technique we're looking at is Legno Battuto. Battuto indicates that the note is played with the stick of the bow instead of the hair. And Battuto means you're simply hitting the note. You can absolutely write per note you want, certain pitches. Now, don't expect to write too many in succession. There is a limit to how fast each battuto can hit the string back and forth. That's about as fast as I can get. So each note is going to be hit, but if you want, you can absolutely ask the performer to do a quasi-jeté, so you can combine Legno with jeté. So now that's a certain rhythm, right? So that's a 1, 2, 3 for 1, 1, 2, 3 for 1. Or you can do triplet 1, or duple plus a 1, or let's say duple duple, triple triple, which is more difficult. So you can see that it's starting to break down. My accuracy will break down the more precise you want the rhythms in terms of quick, rapid notes. So the one thing that you can do if you want rapid, quick notes is expect that, or not expect them to be regular. You can absolutely ask them to be irregular. So if you wanted to combine Legno Battuto with irregular jeté, so you see that this is not controlled, not measured. It's ad libitum. So you can write that, and I've tried to notate that in my examples. So that's just an example of what's possible. You see that I have not written very many repeated notes in succession because there's only so many bounces you can get in one direction, down bow or up bow. So now down bow, it starts slower and then picks up in rapidity as the bounce gets closer and closer to the string. I can try reactivating the bounce as much as I possibly can, but it's quite difficult, and as you can see, it's not really reliable. So that's a limitation to this Legno Battuto with irregular jeté. So to get a bit more duration out of your note, the performer will have to change bows from down bow to up bow. If you wanted a note, a pitch to last a certain amount of time, let's say 3 beats, you can hear that that's not going to sustain the irregular jeté on a Legno Battuto. It no longer wants to bounce. So you can make the note last longer, but you're going to hear re-articulations when you hit the down bows and the up bows. However, the pitch does last the entire duration of your longer note. So this can work very well in an ensemble if you want the pitch to be lasting a longer time. The performer will have to switch their bows between down and up and down and up. Now, in terms of notation, notation can be written very many different ways. You can see how I have written with square note heads. Square note heads are not mandatory. Those are just something that I suggest because it differentiates these Legno Battuto notes from a regular arco. And the note heads would normally be round. You can absolutely do that, Legno Battuto, with absolutely normal note heads that are round. However, if you are concerned about limited time for practicing or rehearsing for a performer, and usually performers do have limited time, if you want them to be able to read your score fast and efficiently, then making these little extra steps in changing the note head can be a very fast visual indication to the performer, oh, this is a different technique from arco. And you can simply write Legno Battuto, but if you add a different note head, it could be diamond, it could be square, it could be empty square, it could be X's. Anything to visually differentiate from a normal, more traditional violin technique will help the performer read your music faster, and we would appreciate that from a composer.